Sam, I'm planning to propose to Linda at your wedding. Let's decide when is the best time I can do it. It should be some special moment. For example, after the dance of the newlyweds. I would like the host of the event to come out and announce. Let's say, a miracle will happen now, or something like that. Well, first of all, hello. And secondly, what makes you think I would agree to this? This is my wedding, my special day with Eva. You can propose to Linda anytime and anywhere you want, except for my wedding. So no, Dick, no proposal at my wedding. Are you kidding now? It's not about you at all. And it wasn't a question. I'll just do it and that's it. Just thought I'd let you know. I don't need your approval or permission. You're absolutely right. It's not about you at all. Because my wedding day is about me and my future wife. This is our holiday, our day. Eva and I want to feel special. Eva doesn't need to know about it at all. It will be a surprise for her. I think she will be happy. Eva already knows about it, and she is totally against it. I already said it's our day. You won't do it. You are so selfish. Don't you want me to be happy? Am I selfish? Are you kidding? This is my wedding and my holiday. I organized and paid for it. I'm not forbidding you to propose, but not at my wedding. I don't think you understand how serious this is. I want to propose to Linda because our relationship has been getting worse lately. Dude, that's not my problem. I already said I won't let you do that at my wedding. You can build your relationship however you want outside of my wedding. Oh, really? And how can you stop me? Well, if you're going to do this, I'm just not going to invite you to my wedding. You can't do this. I'm your brother. I'll tell my parents what you're doing to me. Aha, bro. Do you know that you are 30 years old? Are you going to complain to our parents that your little brother denied you your whim? So what? Do you think this will help? Of course it will help. They will explain to you the importance of this act. I don't understand it all. For you, some kind of girl and a wedding is more important than your family? Wow, take it easy. Are you nuts? Some kind of girl? Eva is my future wife. I love her. We are happy together. And unlike you, she did not let me down. Sometimes it turns out that strangers are closer than those who are your blood. Oh, really? And in what way did I let you down? Like, you don't know? You've lied about me your whole life and blamed all your mistakes on me. You were talking bad things about me behind my back. And how many times have you borrowed money from me and never paid it back? And when I tried to help you with work, you just didn't show up, made me blush for you. That job was unworthy of me, and you know it. I'm not going to stand at the checkout and smile at all kind of half-wits. I have a calling, and everything else you wrote is just your offended view of things. This job is not worthy of you because you can't even do it. Is it your calling to play PlayStation 12 hours a day at the expense of our parents? Are you jealous that our parents love me more than you? They don't love you more. They feel sorry for you, man. Well, let's see how they react when I tell them you treated me like a pig, refusing me such a small thing. I'll be happy to take a look at it. Just warn them right away that if they support your nonsense, I will deprive them of their financial support. And given that I know where my money is going, you'll be the first one to suffer. And where do you think they're going? Why should I suffer? The money goes to pay off the mortgage that our parents took for your education. You were kicked out of the university, and you survive with some kind of part-time jobs that do not bring a lot of money. You pay our parents a penny for accommodation, but you don't pay for food and utilities. My financial assistance now really helps our parents. And if I cut it off, you will have to go to a normal job and pay more to live in their house. Or maybe they will evict you and find a normal tenant in their house. You are not just selfish, you are also materialistic. You just wanted to deprive our parents of support for a long time, so the opportunity turned up. When they find out about it, I'll see how they react. When you tell them about it, don't forget to mention your dirty dealings with baby Denny. I don't understand what and who it's about. Do not pretend. Our mutual friend saw you hanging out with him. I wouldn't be surprised if it turns out you're an MJ dealer. Apparently, it is from him that you get this little money. There is no other way I can explain the money you have when you play PS all day long. Look, don't you think you shouldn't pry into my life? Everything is fine with me. I can handle my income myself. And parents are happy that they have someone to take care of. I'm glad you finally realize that it's bad form to pry into someone else's life. Maybe you should try it sometime. I don't interfere in your life. I just want to propose to my girlfriend. On the contrary, you should perceive it as a blessing. Ha ha ha. Do you hear yourself? What blessing? Don't be ridiculous. I'm tired of repeating no means no. I won't change my mind. Well, let's just see how it all turns out for you. With great pleasure.
Hello, Sam? Dick told me and your father about your conversation and your decision. Don't you think you were rude to your brother? He also deserves to be happy.
Hello, Mom. Of course my brother deserves happiness, but not at the expense of my marriage.
I just don't understand. It's such a small thing that he asked you to, and you react like that?
Maybe it's a trifle for someone, but not for me. My wedding day is special for me and Eva. We planned it for a long time and organized everything so that it was perfect. Every minute of the celebration is scheduled, and you and Dad know that very well.
Sure, but it wouldn't affect the schedule of your celebration in any way.
In what sense? It would ruin the whole schedule as well as the atmosphere. Don't you realize this is our special day of our future life together?
Well, if you think so. I would also like to clarify. Did I understand correctly that you blackmailed your brother and us that if he does this, then you will deprive us of our financial assistance? It's just... Is that really how I raised you? I couldn't believe you could say that.
Not really. Mom, what exactly did Dick say to you?
Well, he said that you forbade him from proposing on your wedding day. Dick clarified that he wanted to propose to Linda in the family circle before the celebration, but you got angry and scolded him. That you called him a scoundrel and then began to blackmail him with money. And you kicked him out and said you didn't want to see him at the wedding.
Wow, what?
This is an absolute lie. He texted me and said he was going to propose after the newlyweds dance. And he said that the moment should be as special as possible.
He said that he would not ask me, but said that he would do it regardless of whether I wanted it or not. And that, let's say, I cannot forbid him to do this. Naturally, I said that in this case I did not want him at the wedding.
I do not know what to say. Why did he lie?
Well, maybe in order to pity you and for you to be on his side, as usual.
What do you mean by as usual?
Mom, you know. Usually you are always on his side, because he lives with you. He influences your opinions with his lies and embellishing the truth. But the truth is that he is 30 years old, and he lives with his parents. He does not have a normal job, and it is not clear where he hangs around.
We just wanted to help your brother get back on his feet. He's less fortunate, which is probably why he behaves the way he does.
Mom, I don't quite understand what you mean by less fortunate. My life is not about luck, but about hard work. You remember how I studied and worked 2 jobs? How I worked hard for pennies to get my position? Do you remember how I got my job? There was no fairy godmother or magic wand. Everything I did myself.
I understand you and your frustration. He's just my son, you know? Yes, Mom, but I think you're very patronizing him. In your house, you handed him everything on a plate. He does not have the opportunity to live his independent life. Yes, son, you are probably right. Father and I wanted him to know that he had someone to rely on. But this has gone too far. I have a suspicion that he is engaged in some dark deeds. I see that he does not have a job, but he gets money from somewhere. I don't think it's suspicion, Mom. He was seen with baby Denny. Hope he doesn't get stuck anywhere. Oh, nah. Well, Father and I will talk to him. We will set conditions and boundaries for him. He must finally take up his mind. I fully support you, Mom. Sam, how could you do this to me? Is it because you've been jealous of me your whole life? And that's why you decided to ruin it? Hey, bro, I have no idea what you are talking about. Oh, really? Weren't you the one who persuaded parents to evict me? I didn't tell our parents to evict you. I supported them to set boundaries. In general, it's time for you to start living alone and take responsibility for your life. Who are you to talk about any boundaries? You're ruining my life. Listen, it's high time you grew up. You're 30 and you don't even have a job. You are provided for by parents. How do you even live with it? You are capable of taking care of yourself. I don't even understand what you're counting on by proposing to Linda. My personal life is none of your business. I will propose to Linda at your wedding. For me, this is a fundamental moment. If I have to mess it up, I'll do this. Let's see whose holiday it will be. Well, brother, I'm not inviting you to the wedding. Accept it. I don't want to see you on this day. And if I need to hire security to keep you out, I will. I'm sick of you. Your antics have already crossed all boundaries. I don't care about you or your wedding. Here, we talked. Hello, my son. I want to tell you that we talked with Dick about his life and set boundaries. We suggested that he find a job and start paying for food, utilities, and rent. We also told him that you made the right decision about your wedding. You were right, Sam. We turned a blind eye to his immature behavior for a very long time. Hey, Ma. I'm very glad you did it. He wrote to me that you kicked him out, but I didn't believe him. What? Oh my God, no! We gave him several options. I understand that you couldn't have done it. I know you. Unfortunately, Dick made the wrong choice. He decided to go to Granny and stop communicating with us. It's quite Dick's style. Knowing him, now he will begin to pull the wool over Granny's eyes. I assume that Granny will write to me, and if anything, I will talk to her. I appreciate that, but I'm going to call Mom to talk to her and explain the situation. Everything will be all right. Do not worry. This umbilical cord should have been cut long ago. Hey, Sam. I found out that you hurt your brother again. How can this be? Hey, Grandma. What makes you think that I hurt him? Dick told me everything. Now he lives with me. Parents kicked him out of the house because of your intrigues. Did he tell you that he planned to ruin my wedding and insulted me? I can send you screenshots of our conversation. What are you talking about? Yes, it's true. Did he tell you that parents made it a condition for him to find a job so that he could pay for his living? I do not understand what you're saying. Or maybe he told you that he got involved with bad company. What? No. According to him, everything was completely different. He said that you forbade him to propose to Linda and insulted him. And parents kicked him out of the house because they took your side. Well, congratulations. You two fell victim to his lies.
Mom will call you soon and tell you everything.
I just don't understand you boys. Why are you constantly fighting? Is it really impossible to live together?
Maybe because he is 30 years old, and he lives at the expense of our parents, and now yours. Maybe because he constantly lies and does nonsense.
And what would you suggest? Throw him out on the street?
I propose to give him a period of time so that he finds a job. If this does not happen, then yes, let him look for housing. When he realizes that no one will tolerate his antics, he will be forced to take up his mind.
I can't be so cruel.
It's not cruelty, Grandma. It's real life. Or do you want him to sit around your neck forever? Do you want him to be a social and domestic invalid? You give him money and he spends it on beer and buns. It is not normal. He is a grown man. It is time for him to take responsibility for his life.
I will think about your words. But honestly, I don't understand why you couldn't meet him.
Because he is not a child, and I don't care much about his whims. It is time for him to grow up and not to shift the blame for his failed life onto other people.
As I understood, you are adamant in your decision?
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Sam, after this, you are no longer my brother. I don't want to know you, understand? Wow, what a strong statement. What happened? My parents and Grandma intervened on me because of you. They all kicked me out of the house. They refused to give me money. Glad to hear it. Finally, you will have a great opportunity to prove to everyone that you are not what they think about you. You are a pig. You messed up my life. You always had everything you wanted, and now you decided to become the only son for the family. Okay, well then, brother, I'll tell you how I always had what I wanted. While you were doing some nonsense, I was working tirelessly. I studied a lot, and then I worked a lot. From nothing, I became who I am today. And this is when our parents protected you from everything in the world. And how many times you cheated and said nasty things about me do not count. So here's the thing, Dick. What you're getting now is the consequences of your stupid actions and decisions. It's not my fault, it's my upbringing. Weak argument considering I was raised in the same family. All right, Sam, let's cool down and not make hasty decisions. Talk to parents. Tell them I've got it all figured out. Let everything return to normal. Dude, don't you understand? Your life will never be the same again. You will have to go to work and look for housing. Oh, well then, go to hell. I can't see all of you. I'll live with Linda and everything will be all right. I hope that you really will be all right. Good luck to you, bro.
Drunk Dick tried to get into Sam's wedding, but the guards wouldn't let him in. Several times Dick tried to get into his parents' house, but it ended in scandals. As a result, Linda left Dick, because the relationship did not suit her for a long time. And even if he proposed to her, she would refuse him. After several drunken escapades, Dick was detained by the police and assigned to corrective work. In the end, Dick was forced to go to work and rent his own apartment. The parents rented out the former rooms of Dick and Sam. Sam helped pay off their mortgage. Eva and Sam got married and had a baby. Despite the strained relationship, Sam invited his brother to a birthday party. Dick came with a present for the baby and a new girlfriend.